What is cardiology? According to the National Cancer Institute, it is a branch of medicine that specializes in the diagnosis and treatment of heart diseases, as well as circulatory system and blood vessels. Such diseases include coronary artery disease, heart rhythm issues, and heart failure. Cardiac treatments have dramatically changed and continue to do so. Though heart conditions are unfortunately common and life-threatening, care provided in cardiac units is probably some of the most technologically equipped than any other field of medicine. Primary prevention treatment can have a positive impact on mortality of up to 3 times more than that of secondary prevention management. Currently, heart disease remains the #1 cause of death in the United States, according to 2019 data from the American Heart Association. Coronary artery disease was the leading cause of deaths to cardiovascular disease in the US, followed by stroke and hypertension. In 2019, the US had more than 800,000 deaths related to cardiovascular disease. In 2020, there were close to 20 million global deaths. The discovery of electrical properties of the heart was all thanks to Einthoven, for which he was awarded the 1924 Nobel Prize for Physiology or Medicine. This was the development of the very first practical clinical tool in the world of cardiology, which contributed to the foundation of further great discoveries in the 20th century, like echocardiography in the 1960s, and the automatic implantable cardiac defibrillator in the 1980s. These are just but a few of many other globally known effective methods that save lives today. Being a cardiac nurse requires a lot of attention to detail and patience. They evaluate and treat patients, monitor a variety of evaluations like cardiac and vascular readings, educate the patients and their family, and also provide postoperative care, among other duties. They are available inpatient and outpatient with diverse roles in the medical industry. Cardiac nurses can work in multiple areas, like coronary care units, intensive care units, and cardiac rehabilitation centers are some of many different settings. They are a part of clinical research teams dedicating their time in developing further preventative methods for patient education. To become a nurse, one must first go through a nursing program and pass the boards. Though an ADN will suffice as the minimum requirement, it is preferable to obtain a BSN as this opens more opportunities. However, it does not stop there. Prospective cardiac nurses must go through extensive hours of clinical practice to be able to obtain certification through the American Nurses Credentialing Center. To advance as cardiac care nurse, an MSN should be pursued also. There is a cardiac vascular nursing certification available. This requires minimum 2 years RN experience, minimum of at least 2,000 clinical practice hours of cardiac vascular nursing, along with a few hours of C in cardiac vascular nursing.
A recent study found that 1 in 5 nurses say they are burned out. Some say they struggle to eat, to sleep, and to stay healthy themselves. In a recent survey, an astounding 68% of nurses have said they considered leaving their jobs.
Working in healthcare is definitely a marathon, and it seems worse now.
You don't get enough sleep, you're not eating, and you're working shift after shift. It's just exhaustion.
I might sleep for like 4 hours. I kept replaying the day over and over again. Did I turn this off? Did I do this correctly?
Thinking back to March of 2020, I did not think we would still be here now.
The ER that I work in, we have 50 beds that we can see patients in, and we are seeing our census at any given time is 100, so double what we actually have capacity for. I'll come home from work, and there's days when my scrub top is covered in sweat as soon as I'm walking out of work, because we're hustling, the entire 12 hours.
You're seeing more death and dying than ever before, and that's hard. And we're people, we're humans, and we need time to grieve too. When you're busy and your hospital is bursting at the seams, you don't have that time. You just have to go on and take care of the next patient.
The world of cardiology has immensely advanced throughout the last several decades, with newer methods and technology helping out quite a lot. The machines and tools can do the work, but it is up to the nurses to provide the caring, loving, and humanistic feel to the patient's clinical experience. It can be rough, but it ultimately sounds like a very rewarding and passionate career.